What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is day 80, December the 20th. We are anchored offshore of Adak, Alaska. First thing in the morning, we had a boat brief for all personnel who are going ashore in Adak. There's going to be 4 boatloads of people taken ashore, and we are going to come back. Yesterday, we were given a more general port brief for the basics of going ashore. If you are going to hike out in town, we were required to obtain a permit from the ALPAT Corporation. That's the Native Alaskan organization in this area. It is a land use permit for folks who do not live in the area out here. And one of the big things, we were instructed not to go to the local grocery store. And the reason for that is that there are only 20 or 30 people on Adak at any given time. So if 50 of us from the ship went ashore and were buying whatever, that would be a pretty severe impact to the local community, because we could easily buy out the store. I know that sounds wild, but it's a small community, it's a small store, and we could have a severe impact on their whole way of life out here. So while we didn't go to the store, we did go to this spot called the Tundra Tavern, and we were able to get stuff there. No one drank. At least I don't think anyone drank. I know I didn't drink because I don't drink. No one drank because we had to be back to the ship in just a few hours, but we were able to get a selection of things. They had hoodies, t-shirts, magnets, stickers, all sorts of stuff with their logo on it, and just noting that you were in Adak, Alaska, which is a place that not a whole lot of people get. I got a hoodie, a magnet, and a sticker, all from the store. And I got 2 Pepsis because that's something that is in relatively short supply underway. I don't actually bring sodas because one of the difficulties with sodas is that I have no self-control. So if I have them, I will drink the whole case in a day or so. And I really don't want to do that. I did do some hiking. I was trying to hike out to this spot called Shagak Hill. I think that's how you say it. It is, you can see it from town. So I was trying to walk out there. I ended up not getting out there. I took some wrong turns on some roads. I did go to this spot called Bering Hill that is a really cool overview of town. I was able to be up at the top of the hill and get some shots of my ship with a volcano in the background. And I recorded 4, maybe 5 shorts here in Adak. I recorded 2 on the ship, and then I think I recorded 3 more once I got ashore. Those will all be posted throughout today. So if you're hearing this, keep an eye on those. I'll post those at around noontime, probably one every hour. So those will be up. Overall, I thought Adak was a really cool place. It is actually serviced by a full airport. There is an Alaska Airways, or Alaska Airlines, I guess it is, service that comes out here with a 737, and it's twice a week. So it's an extremely accessible spot out here in the Bering Sea, even if not a whole lot of people live here anymore. It's sort of a holdover from the days when the Navy base was here. I think this would actually be a really neat place to come back to for a week, to just hang out and drive around the island and explore what's out here. And I don't think this would have been a terrible place to be stationed back when it was an active base, because it had a large Navy exchange, it had a full commissary, it had full service gyms and rec centers and bowling alleys and everything else. And it was a full base, which the Coast Guard is not really used to having. We don't have full bases like that anymore. I would say Kodiak is the closest thing that we have to that. But in most of our places, because they're in such major cities, they don't have full service like Navy bases and Air Force bases and that sort of thing does. And it's partly because of our size. But I do think way back in the day, ADAC would have been a cool place to have been stationed. And that wraps it up for today. I tried to take some videos on the small boat, but they didn't really turn out how I wanted. So I may have to try to get underway again so I can try to get those how I want them. And I thank everybody out there for listening. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.